Alrighty, traders. Welcome to today's market update time. Hope we are doing well, everyone. Hope we're doing really well. And I do mean that as well too, guys. Like we can look at the markets and we do our trading and stuff like that. But I also do understand the importance of you being well and staying healthy and stuff like that. Me in the past have gone through cancer. Also do appreciate life a bit more than I did before. With that being said, guys, welcome to today's market update. We're going to be looking at just a bit of a market update, see what's going on right now across the market and across the globe, and what's really going on right now in the markets, and just give you a bit more of a market update. So with that being said, let me grab the typical disclaimer. And as I'm doing that, just want to let you guys know that I just finished off an incredible weekly coaching session with my private clients. Really giving them the tools and the tools and the mind frame, which is the most important part to trading the market. So that's what today's session was all about. Obviously going over the workbook and stuff like that, but the most important part was going over the mind frame of how to really think like a successful trader, how successful traders think about the markets and all that sort of stuff. So let me just bring this up here. Alrighty, guys. So do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this session today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There's no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading does take a long time. It does take a long time to become a really good trader. So be smart about the way, be smart about the way that you're trading these markets. Alrighty, guys. So with that being said, what I want to do is I want to be going over the markets and see what the markets are doing right now. So firstly, the Dow Jones, just like I've been saying in the last couple of weeks, guys, that the Dow Jones Gregory, all the details are in the membership area, man. If you haven't got all the details, man, log into the membership area and go through everything. Everything's black and white in the membership area. So log in there, man, and check it out. I did record today's session anyway, Greg, so you'll be able to see that. But log in the membership area and read what's in the membership area, so that therefore you get access to all the details, the Facebook group, the weekly coaching sessions, all that sort of stuff as well. But I did record today, so you'll be able to see that later on this afternoon, my time anyway. I will be uploading that to the membership area. But yeah, it was a really good session today. Let's actually get straight into today's market update. So firstly, what I've been saying in the last sort of week now, that a lot of people have been trying to buy these VIX ETFs and leveraged ETFs and so on and so forth with the VIX. And I've been saying that the market can keep going up. We can't fight that. The market can indeed keep going up. So we cannot step aside, and we cannot do that. I mean try to fight the markets, okay? And so many people have been trying to pick the bottom in these VIX ETFs and trying to short the markets right now, and it just hasn't been the best thing to do. Now, a few people have actually come out this last week and say, John, you were so bearish, and now you suddenly come out and you're saying don't fight the markets. And for those people who are watching this right now, if you've been watching my live stream for the last month or so, I've been saying that. So anyway, flow like water with the markets. So right now, the markets are continuing to slowly and surely just crawl up. There's been no real sign of it having a pullback. Momentum still hasn't changed, and it's just continued to rise up on the Dow Jones. On the S&P, we actually smacked bang right on my target there, which was that 2,800 level. And it's having a lot of problems there right now. So are we going to get a bit of a pullback here? We'll have to wait and see. But, it does look like that it may want to continue up and running back up towards the 2,950 level as well too. So that's basically what the market's doing right now, or what the S&P 500 is doing, and the NASDAQ as well too. And this is something, guys, and with my membership at the mastertraderlab.com, when you get your free trial at mastertraderlab.com, the thing is, I have chart reading techniques in there to help you when trying to read the charts and try to understand the markets. And so right now, if we're trying to get into, say, the NASDAQ right now, if you're looking to short the NASDAQ right now, then you're doing something which is completely wrong. Okay, you just cannot be doing that. And you're trying to be smarter than the markets. If you're trying to buy bottoms in markets, you're trying to be smarter than the markets, and the market will always win. You have to wait for confirmation with your, with the markets, and on top of that, you need to know exactly what you're looking for. So that's what I'm looking at there right now with the NASDAQ having a big run down and a big run back up, and now having a breakthrough as well too. So that's basically what's going on right now on the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. We're at this level here right now, and it does look like that. Hey, like same with the Dow Jones. If I bring up the Dow Jones here and I bring up the weekly chart, it does look like it's just incredible how much this is just continue to rise and rise and rise and rise without some sort of a pullback here right now. So the logical brain of mine says I'm expecting some sort of a pullback soon. But the experienced mind says the market can do whatever it wants to do. We're just got to flow along with it. And so that's basically what's going on right now. So, but if we do, I am expecting some sort of a pullback here, guys. And the reason why is if you look at the Dow Jones, you can see how it doesn't get too far away from the 52 moving average before we start to do a bit of time, before we start to have a bit of a pullback or even a bit of a sideways movement for a while, so it can refuel to go for another run. So it'll be really interesting what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks here. But right now, don't be trying to fight this market because it can just continue. This may be some sort of a blow off top where we continue, we break up, and we go for a bit of a vertical run without any pullback, and that can happen. Look back here, right? A run, pullback, and the thing just absolutely just took off back here as well too. So yeah, so you can see that through there. On through to silver and gold, there hasn't been much going on through there. We're still struggling at this level through here. If we do break above that 1625 level, then it's pretty much game on for a nice move up to 725. And it does look like gold as well too. Gold is still holding its previous resistance here. So the question is what's going to happen if we have a move up? Then we're probably going to break above this resistance line up here. But if we have a move down, then we may be starting to look for some sort of bit of a change in trend or something like that. And so that's basically what I'm looking at there right now, and what's happening with that there right now in the markets there. So definitely don't want to be fighting these markets, guys. And I definitely want to bring up one stock, and I really want you guys to think about this, okay? I think it's Kraft. Yeah, this one here. Now, obviously, you can see here, right? You can see like, oh my goodness, there was a big gap down, and the market got hammered by 20%. It was, I think it was. What is that? Yeah, actually, almost 30% in one day. Now, no one can ever see a big move in the markets, but if you're using simple analysis, in the markets, and you're using simple analysis of the markets, you'll know to be long this stock right now would be very, very, very risky. Why? Because the market has been in a massive, massive downtrend for quite some time. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So this is the big problem with you trying to pick bottoms. Oh, look at this here. Oh, I knew I picked the bottom. I got the bottom. I knew I picked it, right? Oh, look, the market's rising. I picked the bottom. 6 months later, you're like, oh, shit. Well, it's going to rise now because there's a support here. But hang on. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And look at this as well too, right? Big downtrend. Nice pullback through here. Look at this here. We've got a big drop down through here. And look at this weak pullback through here. And look at the 52 pointing down, showing momentum still down. And then bam, big gap down. And I guarantee you, everyone that was holding this stock thinking, shit. Now, It was an earnings announcement, and no one knows exactly. Sometimes it can gap up, sometimes it can gap down. But as you can see, right, like this market has continued to go with the flow. Not only did it continue to go with flow, but where did it stop? Pretty much bang on where? Right at the lows of this support level. Coincidence? I think not. So you can see how once the market actually gapped down below these support levels here, it ran to the next support level. And you can see that's what happened there. But it just completely gapped down and stopped right at that level there. So the thing that I'm telling you here, guys, is that the market, whenever you're trying to pick bottoms in the markets, like if I know probably some people have been, right? Like, things like this is the bottom here, and the market's going to find support. And as long as this market continues to roll over, you're going against the market. You're trying to be smarter than the market. One of the best things that I've learned from my mentor / experience is that you are never smarter than the markets, and wait for the market to turn around first, then jump on that trend. But as you can see, that this big gap down, what was it? It was just a big gap down in the alignment of that. Now, personally, I would have loved a candle that looks something like this here. Something just like something like that. Why? Because I would have shorted this. I would have been all over this like a fat kid loves cake. Actually, you know what? No, as much as I love pizza. Well, I don't really like pizza that much, but I still love it. Or as much as I love the gym, right? There we go. We use it. As much as I love the gym, right? And I would have shorted the crap out of that because I knew that if we got a bar like that, I knew this level here, which is where it ran to, is a very high probability target. And within a few days, we probably would have got there. I would have bought some options, made a fortune, and on to the next trade. That there would have been an actual trading setup for me. But it didn't happen. We went straight to the actual target. So that's basically what Craft did. Now, some people say, yeah, but it's going to turn around soon, John, and this is the bottom, and it's at ultra low support levels, and blah blah blah. This is the analogy I'm giving you right now, guys, is what most people are doing in the stock market still to this day. They're still trying to find a bottom in these VIX ETFs. They're still trying to find a top in the stock market. They're still trying to find a top in gold and silver right now, even though we are still in a very big upward trend, and there is nothing, the market is not telling us what's going on. Remember, we have no idea what's going to happen. All we can do is respond to what is happening and respond to that and only trade based on that. So there's your analysis for today, guys, of what I wanted to share with you. Once again, if you haven't done so, go to mastertraderlab.com to grab your free trial to the membership. I can. And also go to John's flash sale to get the trading course as well too. Let me now go through and answer some questions, guys, in the chat box. If you've got any questions, please put them into the chat box. But I just wanted to share that with you today, guys. And I wanted to easy. And I wanted to share that with you to give you a bit of guidance about how these markets really work and if you're fighting it and all that sort of stuff. So let's actually go through this here. So the VXXB hit my trade setup. Hit your trade setup. Zafas, your trade setup should be the exact same thing every single time. I hope you realize that. It's not a matter of, well, this stock hit this level, so therefore I'm getting into it, and this stock hit this level, so I'm getting into it. A setup is what the setup is. So what is that? Brandon, like, oh, I'm hungry. I tell I'm still fasting this morning. Really? VXXB? This has been going down. Don't buy something when the market's going down. Don't buy something when the market's going down. Just like Craft. If you keep buying it, you may be right. 9 times out of 10, you're not. Market's going down. Don't try to buy it. Anyway. Yes, I suck at trading. Thanks for the video. Well, you can, Scorpion King. Okay. We may be going to 3K. In my opinion, the market is ridiculously bullish. Trump not letting go. Well, it doesn't matter what Trump does. But the thing is this: is that Scorpion King, you got to be careful. You got to be careful about the language you use with yourself. Okay, you've got to be careful about the language you use yourself, because the language you use with yourself is going to be a direct reflection of how you see yourself and how the market and how you're going to trade these markets. So that's basically what you that's basically what you, again, you want to be careful with yourself. So, okay, instead of saying I suck at trading, you've got to say to yourself, well, I'm not getting trading. I'm not good at trading yet, but what do I need to learn in order for me to become a good trader? And then get to the truth of it. It's not the indicators. It's not like that. And the truth of it is, are you one following a simple plan, like a simple trading setup, and you're trading that setup every single time? Now, start with the very first bit there. Do you even have a trading setup? If not, well, you've got to go either invest in a person like myself or someone else to get that trading setup. Secondly, you need to develop the confidence by seeing it again and again and again. And thirdly, you just need to stick to that. Most people in this room right now are not going to do well in the markets because they don't have any of that. They don't have a plan. And there is no confidence in the markets because they're getting in when they think, oh, VXXB right now is good to go. Wrong. Craft looks ugly. Holy shit, I didn't touch that with some mustard. What the fuck happened today? I am all bearish on oil now. Got out of the picture. You're bearish on oil now, Jesse B? Jesse B, you are over trading, my friend. You were bullish just a couple of days ago. And now you're bearish? You are still over the place, my friend. You are all over the place. Your results this year are going to be horrible. I guarantee it. Slow down, get your trading set up, because you are like, oh, this is a bottom in oil a week ago. Now you're like, oh, I'm short. Be careful, be careful, be careful, guys. This is called over trading. Over trading. It's going to be the biggest thing. Your impatience is going to smack you across the head. It's the matrix. Gregory, so that's a short trade. Yes, Gregory. And if you log into the membership area, my friend, and go through the workbook and the videos, you'll be able to see the reason why that craft would have been a trade if it had that bar there, the setup and so on and so forth. So, yes, do the work, Gregory. Do the work. There is no shortcut there. Question: what about the Chinese stock market and correlations? Who cares about that, Scorpion King? Who cares about the correlations and stuff like that? All you should care about is, do you even have a trading setup that you follow and that you only follow? If not, well, you need to get the trading setup. Otherwise, you're gambling, guessing. You're only going to keep going backwards. S&P 500 is a triple top, and that could break higher. Higher media. More like quadruple top, Mark says. Colin, hey, John, what about GDXJ? Looks like it's going to break out, but appears to have broken down. Yeah, it's broken down a little bit, but nothing's really changed with the GDXJ. Oh, well, here we go. Well, easy. GDXJ. Right? Nothing's really changed with the GDXJ. It's just had a little bit of a pullback. But what are we doing right now? We're still doing what? Low. This is still a higher low through here. So unless it breaks this higher low through here, we're still in an upward trend. So even though we've had this pullback, we're still in an upward trend. It could just easily hold here and then go for another run. So I definitely wouldn't want to be fighting that. And this is one thing, guys. This is one thing. One day doesn't change the overall flow. Okay? One day doesn't change the overall flow of the markets. It may change momentum on a short term, right? So as you can see here, we have run up, pullback, run up, pullback, run up, pullback, right? It may change on the short term, but no, not on the long term. What about Bitcoin? What about Bitcoin? Let's actually go. What has Bitcoin been doing? I'm going to bring up investing.com because I haven't got my trading platform here that gives me that. What has Bitcoin been doing? Let me bring this over here. Damn, I'm hungry. Been fasting all morning. Did my gym workout at 4 a.m. this morning. Did my trading, coaching session. Now doing a session for you guys. Bitcoin is up just a little bit today, 2%. So let's go have a look through there. La 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 la. Well, Bitcoin got smashed here, didn't it? Something happened with Bitcoin just recently, just big move down. Let's go to the hourly charts. See what the hourly chart's doing. We'll look at that. What about the daily chart? Yeah, daily chart's going down. Now, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, guys. Has there been really any change? Has there been really any change in trend with Bitcoin? No, right? People are still trying to pick the bottom in Bitcoin. Has there been any change in trend? The answer is no. What's been happening right now? We're just going through a bit of a sideways phase right now, in this one here. And if we have a look at, like, all it's done is it's gone to the resistance level there. And now we've just completely rejected off it. It came down, had a bit of a run up. People were trying to pick the bottom in Bitcoin once again, and we haven't got any true strong trend. We've had this low through here, had a lower low, that had a bit of run up. So there's no, in the market, there's three things. There's either buyers in control, sellers in control, or no one in control. Buyers in control, sellers in control, no one in control. And when there's no one in control, meaning it's going sideways, don't get involved with that because it's very, very, very unpredictable. And stop trying to pick a bottom in markets, guys. I know there's some YouTube videos out there that are saying Bitcoin's going to explode, and they got it right because the market went up. There was one up candle. You see these YouTube videos, right? And they say Bitcoin's going to go vertical and have a big up arrow. And then suddenly you get a nice big up candle like that. And they're like, I told you it's going to go vertical. It's like, come on now. It's like one up candle. Come on now. Buyers in control, sellers in control, no one in control. When there's no one in control, the market's going sideways. It's very unpredictable. 1 minute it looks like it's going up, then you're going to get crash going down, and so on and so forth. That's the reason why you need to go and keep an eye on that longer chart, which is the weekly chart. And what's been going on this weekly chart? Absolutely nothing. In fact, this weekly chart looks like it may be setting up for me to go short again. So I may be looking at one short Bitcoin, but on the weekly chart. Now, because look at this here. There's nothing changed on this chart. It's like, oh, but the bottom's in crypto and it's going to explode and blah, blah, blah. That's what everyone said around the 6,000. I think I was the only guy late last year on YouTube that was saying Bitcoin's going to crash, or Bitcoin's going to have a big drop down. And there was a calm before the storm, all that sort of stuff. Everyone was like, Bitcoin's going to hold 6,000. We're going to run up, blah, blah, blah. The bottom's in. And then we go from 6,000 down to 3,000. And now they're like, the bottom's in. Come on now. Are you serious? So the way that I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and I'm looking at this weekly chart, this has the setup for me to go short. Now I need the entry candle. I still need confirmation candle for myself. But the way this looks like it's looking, that if we get a bit of a down move from here, then a minimum target would be down through there. Let's go to that daily chart now. And let's actually squeeze this up a little bit more. So that there would be a minimum target. The ultimate target. Oh, let's go order. But this thing could get back down to 1,000, probably, you know. And now I'm not saying that's going to happen right now, guys, or this one right here. Right? I'm not saying that's going to happen right now because I still need, but what I'm saying right now is that there is nothing on this chart. There is nothing on this chart to say that is so bearish right now. Like, don't be trying to get into cryptocurrencies because you think it's the right time to be buying these cryptocurrencies. Because we now have, just by looking at this weekly chart, guys, we have a very, 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 very what? Very, very, very what? Very, very what? Very, 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 very high probability chance of this thing going for another run on the downside. Do not try and fight this market. Do not be trying to pick bottoms because you may be right for 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 weeks. But after a while, the market is what? The market, look at, Look at this here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. High, lower high, lower high, lower high. Look at that small candle sideways, big drop down, small candle sideways. This here. This here. Hey, wrong one. Easy, Tiger. That there looks like that there. And we're still getting what? High, lower high, lower high, lower high. We still could be getting some sort of lower high through here. And then down we go. Probably maybe even down to 1,000. Oh, John, that's not going to happen. It's going to bottom out here. Yeah, that's what they said back here at 15,000. And that's what they said here at 7,000. And that's what they said here at 7,000. And that's what they said here at 6,000. And that's what they're saying here. Can you see how, like, most people just completely, again, it's the market's going down. The overall trend is going down. You just can't fight this market, guys. You cannot fight it. If you fight it, you're going to get your ass handed to you. Alrighty, guys. So let me actually go through. Wow. Thanks, but I'm down 300K. Well, Scorpion, you only have yourself to blame for that. I've done that a couple of times myself throughout my trading career. Lost that much and sometimes more to realize what I was doing wrong. And the main thing I was doing wrong was I was trading based on what I think, hope, or fear. I was trading based on getting bottoms and stuff like that. I wasn't trading based on a plan, and I was all over the place. Once I changed that, then everything changed. When you say it doesn't matter what Trump does, that is completely false. No, because he said today oil was pretty pricey. Jesse B, are you serious now? Listen to yourself, man. Listen to yourself. You're trading based on what you think is a good idea right now. Because Donald Trump said something was pricey, so therefore you're going to start to short it. Jesse, you are still all over the place, my man. You're going to keep going backwards. You're spinning your wheels. You shorted oil today because Donald Trump said it was pricey. You're still not working on a trading plan. You're still getting it based on what you think is a good idea. You're bullish oil a week ago. Now you're bearish? Come on now. Are you opposed to trading two setups? Gregory, what you need to focus on is one setup and one setup only, Gregory. Because unless you get really, 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 really good at one setup, you don't need to focus on two trading setups. So you, my man, need to get your ass into that membership area and start to work hard at getting so good at learning what an A quality setup looks like and only trade that, and you'll be set for the rest of your life. You don't need two setups. You need to learn how to identify an A quality setup. Only take the A quality setups that 100% meet the rules. And if you do that, you'll be set for the rest of your life. You won't have to worry about money ever again. So, the reason I'm saying that, Greg, is because as John told you, my man, on the phone call, right? Like, this is time for you to put the work in. Time for you to go over the workbook. Time for you to learn what's a trading setup and so on and so forth. This is not a get rich quick thing. You're part of my coaching program right now, so you need to be patient. You need to work hard, learn what to look for. Only take those really quality setups, and you can become an amazing trader. But unless you have one really, really, really good setup, like you don't need two really good setups. Most people are going to end up going backwards. You just need one really good setup that's going to make profit most of the time. Then you're set for the rest of your life. I'm a bit of a hard coach sometimes, aren't I, guys? But I want the best. Gregory is actually one of my coaching clients, all right. So that's how with my coaching clients, I'm pretty tough. I'm pretty tough on them because I want them to do well. Looks like the mining stocks failed to hit the breaking resistance level. Yep, sell. I mean, that was an out trade as opposed to a longer term trade. Bad words choice, short term trade. Oh, yes, exactly right. This the craft would have been a bit more of a shorter term trade, and that's because of certain things. But yeah. So keep working hard, my man. Keep working hard. Oh, you, Jesse B, my man. You and your NIO. I'll give you NIO in a minute. Jesse, you're spinning your wheels, my man. You've been here how long? You, Jesse, man, you are still doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again and expecting with different results. You're still trading based on what you think is a good idea. You thought natural gas was the bottom. You think the oil right now is at a top. You're going to keep losing, my man. You're going to keep losing, just like you did on natural gas. Do what the rich do when it comes to Bitcoin, i.e. Warren Buffett. Well, Mark, you can't be trading like, you can't be investing like Warren Buffett because he has access to multi-billion dollars and he's okay sitting here and watching a stock go down for 12 months because he knows the next 10 years is going to be good. So no, I don't say do what Warren Buffett does. I say do what the very successful traders do. And that's have one good quality setup, only take that and you're set for the rest of your life. It's that simple, guys. But you guys complicate it. Short-term markets, guys, this is a big one. It's based on a lot of data. I didn't short the market in January because it was missing key data. That this is Rav. Well, it's not missing data. You should be only entering the market once your setup appears on the chart, not because it has anything else, not because it's in a downtrend or it's in an upward trend or anything like that. You need your setup. Have your setup, you do well. Have no setup, you're going to keep getting crushed. Simples. Alrighty. No, Jesse, I'm not looking at NIO. I said crypto bull last January that I sold. I said crypto bulls last January that I sold my BTC and it's going to 2,500. They all said I was crazy, the bull trap. Yeah, well, I actually shorted. I shorted Bitcoin, and made good some money there. So poor Jesse. Yeah, Jesse's getting hammered. Well, Jesse, man, you're doing the same shit over and over again, man. Day after day, week after week, month after month. You're doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result. By the end of this year, you know where you're going to be, right? You are going to get chewed out of the markets. There you go, Jesse. The fact that you're even trying to buy a bottom is wrong. Well, natural gas. But it's a bottom for how long though? Who said it's going to stay like that, Jesse? Who says that? Because the market's still going down. The market goes through pullbacks. So the market may go through a bit of a drop down through here again. You guys are going to keep spinning your wheels. Yeah, donate to charity. Yeah. So, and that's the same thing as I said before with craft, right? And same with it. People say if they got into natural gas here, they got into natural gas here, they think, oh, I got it right. Then what happens if because what big drop down, little small pullback? Again, trying to pick a bottom in the markets is never a good idea. And I don't understand. When the market's going down, why are you trying to buy it? When the market goes up, why are you trying to short it? I don't understand. I bought craft today. Yeah, he's trying to pick a bottom again. And this is a purely really good example, guys, of what I used to do and the reason why I was part of the 90% club that did shit in the markets. You only live once. Good on you, Drew. Yeah, I thought that too until I thought, shit, how many times am I going to blow up this damn trading account? Have one setup, guys. You have one setup because you buy low, sell high. Well, you buy low on a dip when the market's going up. Isn't that a trade idea? No, Jesse. Put it this way, Jesse. You know what? The reason why my mentor, my 7-figure mentor, is a 7-figure mentor, because he has a trading setup and he does nothing until that trading setup appears. If you want to be part of that 7-figure club, you need to start acting and doing the same thing. Every single one of you listeners right now. If you don't and you keep doing this sort of stuff, meaning buy low, sell high, it's like, yeah, try to keep buying Kraft, try to keep buying GE, buy low, sell high. Well, Jesse, the thing is that once again, just because it's an upward trend, you don't buy it. Jesse, you really need to be spending time either and developing a trading setup that you know when to get in. There is no ifs, there's no buts. You're not trying to pick bottoms. So that's where you need to go. So anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Have an amazing day, and I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. See you guys.